What is up, guys? Here we are, day 4 of Inktober. If you are following Jake Parker's prompt list, then I'm sure you know, today's prompt is spell. So I had a lot of ideas with this one. I was like, a witch casting a spell, or a kid in a spelling bee, just because I was thinking of different ways to use the word. But I wanted to draw like an actual spell. So I got on the old Googler and I looked under images and I saw this really cool like candle picture, and it had like sparkles going around it, and I'm like, ooh, that looks like a spooky spell. So that's what I ended up basing my idea off of. So like I said in my last video, I am going to try to do what I set out to do for this Inktober and work on my lines. I've kind of been using, washes of ink and painting like watercolors and things like that, which don't get me wrong, I'm horrible at watercolor. But I kind of have just been doing it, I think, to avoid putting the actual ink pen on the paper because I am so shaky a lot of the time, and I get really frustrated when I can't, if I'm trying to draw a line and my hand just won't cooperate. There's a very frustrating feeling. You can see me shaking my hands out a few times in this video, just because that's what I do, and I get frustrated and they just get so shaky and not wanting to work right and just blah. Anyway, so here I tried a few different ways. I didn't initially plan on filling in the background completely black, but after going in with some metallic gel pen, I'm like, well, that would look really nice, contrasted against a black background. So that's what I'm doing. And you'll see that I switch. I use several different pens to try to fill it in. I'm using, I believe, my Faber-Castell Pitt artist pen, just my regular black brush pen, to get in between the little bubbly things there. And then I also use my Pentel brush pen, and then it just wasn't cutting it for me. So I just grabbed some ink and a brush and started filling it in. And that's what I'm doing here. It was kind of difficult getting around all those little bubbly things, but in the end, I got it done. I was trying to figure out if I wanted the black to go all the way to the edge of the paper. At first, I kind of liked this little, like, scratchy, I don't know what to call it, texture around the edge. But as you'll see later on, I ended up, cutting that out, and I just filled it in all the way black, all the way to the edge of the page. All I used in this drawing, and this inking, was a couple of gel pens and some ink. I used my microns for the little bitty details. And yeah, I think it turned out pretty neat. I don't hate it by any means at all. I definitely like it way more than my day 2. I think my day 2 is just going to forever haunt me. But yeah, so here I just, it took me a while to figure out how I wanted to add like the spell, sparkly spookiness. I don't know what you call it. The magic. That was that towel there was actually me testing to see if the paint was, or if the ink was dry, because I didn't want to touch it with my hand, and it was dry. So yeah, it took me a little bit to figure out how I wanted to do the sparkly, magically goodness. So I just kind of went in with my silver pen. Actually, no, I went in with white first. I drew this little stars to tell you that, hey, these are sparkles and not just random dots. So then I went in with my silver pen and just kind of went around that and made like a swooshing little magical swoosh. I don't really know what else to say about this video. I had fun with this one. I just thought it was really neat and spell-like and witchy kind of, and spooky goodness. Anyway, thank you so much for taking a few minutes to watch this video. If you liked it, then please give it a big old fat thumbs up. Be sure to hit the subscribe button so you can see all of the pieces I am doing for Inktober. They will more than likely be done in this fashion, with the speed paint goodness. So yeah, thank you again for watching and have yourself a wonderful day.